Hello everyone, I'm your host Riyad Maroof Hassan, and you're watching the third episode of A Sketch of the Sky Season 1 only on the Clippers. Our guest today is the Rashtriya Bal Puraskar 2021 awardee and an environmental activist. She is the young fruit forest creator Prasiddhi Singh. Hello Prasiddhi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Today I have
And
some questions for you.
okay.
Okay. So my first question is, when did you start as a fruit forest creator and how was Prasiddhi Forest formed?
So in 2016, when I was just 2 years old, sorry, in 2016, I love trees and I lived in Mahindra World City, which is a beautiful place. So over there, I always love to play with nature and learn from nature. So once, when Vada cyclone hit the shore of Tamil Nadu, I saw trees falling down and I felt like they were crying. They were asking for help. So then I asked my parents, can I also do something? They told me, why not? And then they took me every Saturday and Sunday in several plantation drives. Few were even 60 or 80 kilometers far. Once there was a big plantation drive where I participated. It was a 1 lakh trees plantation drive of 1 month, and I ensured I participate every day as it was close to my house and I loved planting trees. So every day when I participated, I had a lot of fun planting trees. But on the last day, I was sad that why is the program ending? I want to plant more trees. I want to make Mother Earth more green. And then I made a mission that I'll also plant 1 lakh trees. So after doing plantation for 2 years, in 2018, I formed Prasiddhi Forest Foundation. And then in 2018 January, sorry, in 2009, one second, yeah, in 2019 January, I did my first plantation of in a government school, and there's where it all started.
What is the motto you believe in?
Mm, I believe in serve, love, and give, which is a philosophy from my Guruji, Paramhans Padma Bhushan awarded Swami Niranjananand Saraswati. And I started G3 project also from this, where there are 3 Gs. The first one is generate your own oxygen to plant trees. The second one is grow your own food to create our own kitchen garden. And the third one is gift the community. So I got inspired from serve, love, and give.
Hmm. And when was the time you planted a tree the first time?
Um, So since a very small age, as I really love nature, I started off by planting very teeny mini seeds of spinach and coriander, and I started creating my own kitchen garden. I slowly started growing, and as far as I remember, with my father, I planted my first lemon tree. So yeah, I think that was my first tree. And after that, I started planting so many trees because I really got close to them.
What advice you want to give to the upcoming environmentalist?
So it's like if you want to become an environmentalist and you have it in you, it's not that you need to stop doing anything. You want to become, you will become. So I have 5 steps which can help you become an environmentalist. The first one is to be inspired. It's important we have our own inspirations from which we learn and evolve. The second one is to get informed because only when we have the right information we can manage to convince anybody. The third one is
Yes.
discover your talent. So, for example, if we are good in painting, we should put up an exhibition stall of paintings and raise awareness through that, raise funds through that. If we are good in words, then we should put up a debate and raise awareness from it. If we are good in baking, you should put up a bakery stall and raise funds. We need to get what we want by using our own talents. And then the fourth step. This is a very important one, which is to be brave and act. Because only here the project is going to start. So when we become brave and then we start doing our act, we start planting trees or doing whatever we want for the environment, we start creating a change. And then the last step, which is to mobilize. Because only when more environmentalists or more change makers will come, we'll join together and the change will start happening even faster. So it's important we make people aware so that they can also become and create a change.
How do you define nature and how do you relate your life to it?
So I always learn from nature so much. Like I learn from the trees that when the whole world stopped in COVID, trees did not stop. They kept giving oxygen. They kept doing their work. When we cut down a tree, then it tries to grow again and give oxygen because it knows its vital role to be played in the ecosystem. I learned from bees that it makes honey with so much courage and so much strength. And when human beings take it, they're not like, oh, I can't do it anymore. They again give their best and try doing it again. So I learned never to give up. I learned from bees and flowers that the bee pollinates the flower and the flower gives nectar to the bee and they collaborate. It is important even for a change maker or an environmentalist to collaborate. I learned from flowers that the flower has so many colors and the bee has only 2 colors in it. And when it goes and takes the pollinates the flower does not feel like, oh, why will I let that bee come? It's still having that compassion in it. Then I learned from the sun discipline. It does it's dawn on time and dusk on time. So I learned discipline. And from so many different things of nature I learned and I evolved and I started using it.
How was the feeling when you found your name among the Rashtriya Bal Puraskar 2021 awardees?
Definitely, it was a very proud moment for me. And when I was going to get to know I'm getting this award, I was actually sleeping. And from down the stairs, my parents came running to me and said, like, you got this award. And I was first thinking it's a dream, but then I just touched my skin and it was like, okay, it's real. And the first thing I did, I quickly went downstairs in my garden and planted a tree and said, I'm celebrating this very big happiness with you, and you trees have only helped me to come and grow up till here. And after that, when I met and went in front of Modi ji, it was a big proud moment. It was a big motivation for me. a big courage for me that now I cannot even step back at all. I have more responsibilities.
Yes.
And one thing which I learned from Modi ji on that day were the three sankalpas. First, to be regular. It is important that you are regular. You are not stopping in the way after getting this award. The second one is to be on the promise we make to the nation. So, like, if I promised I want to plant 1 lakh trees, I have to plant. I cannot back out. The third one is to be humble and always have that compassion in us after doing all the good things. And even I say that if you'll be humble, you'll never stumble.
Thank you, Prasiddhi.
Welcome. Thank you for inviting me on this platform.
I had a great time.
Me too.
We'll meet you soon.
Bye bye.
Bye.